and welcome to Fiscal Talk. My name is Theodora. I'm a marketing manager here at Fiscal Solutions, and I love doing these Fiscal Talk shows because in every Fiscal Talk, I have an amazing guest, one of my dear colleagues, our legal experts, and we cover important topics regarding fiscalization and retailers. But with my dear colleague, Alexandra. Hello, Alexandre.
Hello, Theodora.
I've been doing a really special series about one very important topic for all parties involved into B2C e-commerce activities. And now you can guess, that is one-stop shop. Alexander, who is an expert on this topic, has been my guest a few times before. And in previous episodes, we covered what were the main challenges before establishing one-stop shop. Then we covered important one-stop shop schemes like union, non-union, and the new import scheme. And today we will also cover a very, very important topic. But before we do that, I will invite everyone who is watching us to comment below. Maybe you have a question on this topic, or you have an impression about our Fiscal Talk show you want to share. Definitely do that below, or write us an email, because we love to hear from you. And of course, feel free to visit our fiscal portal, our unique online fiscal library, where we cover all important fiscal news, hot topics with important documents from our consultants team, which is Alexander part of, right?
Yes.
How many legal consultants and technical consultants we have at the moment, Alexandre?
We have 5 legal and 2 technical supporters or consultants. And I think that there is a plan even to add new members to our team.
Absolutely. I just have to add that you guys are a fantastic team. The teamwork is great. When I come by your office, there's always great energy. So it's always a pleasure to work with you. Thank you. And to all your colleagues, of course.
Yes.
And this is not just for the show. I would tell you this even in the office, and I think you know that.
Yeah, I know. You are always very good to all of us from the legal and consultant team.
That's good to hear. Finally we can get some good comment too.
Some recognition.
Yes, thank you, please. But for real, not just because you have to say it. So to start with today's topic, I would love to ask you to tell us more about which persons are considered taxable persons from the OSS perspective. We've mentioned that a few times in our previous episodes, but let's just focus on who is considered a taxable person from the OSS perspective.
Okay, so first we need to start with the EU VAT directive, which actually stipulates that a taxable person is any person who independently carries out in any place any economic activity, and whatever the purpose or result of that activity is. So it is necessary to state here that there are some legal persons who are considered non-taxable legal persons, and those being public bodies and holdings with no economic activity. So we can see that economic activity is really important. And in order to define who is a taxable person from the perspective of the OSS, it is needed to go through each of 3 existing schemes, which we covered in our previous episode. So from the point of non-union scheme, a taxable person is a business, and that can be a company, a partnership, or a sole proprietor that has not established its business in the European Union, nor has a fixed establishment there. So being identified or required to be identified for VAT purposes in the EU Union, or the European Union, does not prevent the taxable person from using the non-union scheme. Then we have the union scheme, and from that perspective, a taxable person is a business. Again, it can be a company, partnership, sole proprietor, that has established its business in the EU or has a fixed establishment there. And finally, from the perspective of the import scheme or the IOSS, a taxable person is a business established within the EU or outside the EU, However, a taxable person established outside the EU is required to appoint an intermediary to use the import scheme. So we can see that here we have an additional factor for the non-EU companies or businesses.
Absolutely, Alexandra. Thank you for presenting this to me and to all of our audience who's watching us, this in a very clear manner. And like I always like to say, fiscalization, well, we make fiscalization simple, even though it is not. And all of these topics are complex. So it is important to have knowledge about certain, we can definitely say, words and terms we cover during our episodes in order to understand it better. So thank you very much for being my guest today.
You're more than welcome.
That is great to hear. To everyone who is watching us, thanks for being a part of our Fiscal Talk show. And like I always mention, definitely comment below your questions or your impressions and visit our fiscal portal, our unique online fiscal library with everything you need to make your fiscalization process excellent. Until next time, we will see you soon and goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.